Start. Okay.
Yeah. So, hello everybody. We're trying something a little bit different here. We're doing a balance test here. So, in the most recent patch notes, Mr. Zul'jin has got a baseline increase to the damage of his guillotine. So, we're going to try and see what this scaling is like. Because we're thinking that this ability will now allow you to use it at a safer health limit, rather than waiting until you're like at the brink of death to get any value from it. So we're gonna get into the game here and try it out. It should be cool. You're in control of Chase.
Boop and boop.
All right, so we're gonna do.
Choose a talent.
So I'm gonna try the normal. Nice, you can disable mechanics.
Yep.
This is actually kind of cool. I've actually never used this before. All right, so I'm gonna do the standard build so far right here.
Because it only
up
works. It
until-
only works in this one, sandbox mode. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
So guillotine here. We're at level 10. So guillotine is 518 damage at level 10 here. Tooltip says 350, so that makes sense.
Here, hold on. Picking on my things.
Yeah. You can be cheesy and get the
Well, plus we can reset them later. Okay.
yeah. So your
Okay.
Colossus Smash. How much health do you have?
I have 2,800. I've got 2,800.
So you have about 1,000 HP over that of a normal hero. So basically the range here on let me center myself on the lane. So guillotine is basically from gate to gate. So this is a huge skilled shot. So like I could hit the enemy gate from the middle of the lane right there. So that's hitting Brian. Let me hurt myself a bit here. So I'm slowly getting it up.
Choose a talent.
Oops. Let me
did
do
you reset
that.
the
I meant to hit reset cooldown just so we can test it.
Oh yeah, just so we can keep testing it.
Get out of here.
Choose a talent.
Alright, so let me just hurt myself a bit. Throw my X's. Derp, derp. So right about now I'm at 60% bonus, so it's already at a 934 at 63%. So that's pretty good. So let's see this. That's about a
Yep,
quarter your HP, right?
Yeah, it was.
And that was 73. So this is over 1,000. Let's see if I can get it at like.
All right, hold on. Reset cooldown. Boop. Okay.
Let's try to get it as close to 100 as possible.
Hold on.
Don't want to get that ridiculous.
Damage taken?
I'm at 95% right now. So this is 1,440 right now. Sorry. That's a big damage.
That was 1,200.
Yeah. It looked like a crit for me for like 4,000.
Yeah. I was at like 18 or so.
Basically, at this point though, you're basically dead. So this is not a good test of
Yeah,
that.
hold on. Let me just
There.
Once I'm just resetting, getting all my health back.
Yeah. There. I would assume more like 75% HP would probably be the best. So like I'm at 75 right there. So this is at like 75% HP.
All right, let me go back to the full. Hold on.
So this says.
So I'm coming in lane. I'm just like, oh, I'm coming to get this.
Zerp. That's 1,200.
Yep.
That's a decent amount of damage. You put that on any backliner, and then I die. You basically put that on any backliner, though. That's a significant amount of damage.
Yeah. Well, then here, we'll do it as a bruiser fight. See how that kind of rolls through.
Rolls out. We're both at 100% HP. The trade is real.
Oh, it doesn't make you spawn faster. There's no instant respawn.
There's no respawn yet. That's kind of stinky. That would be useful if there was. Variant cheats a little bit because of his abilities, but that's fine. You destroyed one of my towers. Zerp.
Oh, I bet if I reset your level, it'll work. Okay. Alright, so that's if I went Colossus Smash 1. Let's just do traditional
Tank variant?
tank variant and see if that does some things. Yeah. So now I have 4,100 health. instead of the 2800.
So that's a lot more than what you. Yeah. Do you get
Right.
like double
That's
the
why,
HP?
that's why I went that one, and I was like, let me, and then I can reset it, and then I'll switch.
That's kind of
Alright, so Tank
convenient.
Fury's coming in. Rawr, I taunt the Zul'jin.
And then you throw the axe at 100 HP. That's 400.
Oops, that was, I blocked it.
Yeah. It still said 400 for me.
Oh, okay. Which, not terrible. Rawr.
So now I'm at like 50 right here. So we'll do another test. 14 seconds. So it says 900 on the tooltip, slowly going down. Hurt myself. So it's still at 900. So this is like 55%. Alright, cooldown's up. Therp.
Yeah, reset it.
That was 880.
Oh. That was some minions, though, so there was some active mitigation. Rawr.
Oh no! Don't
You
want
still
to
do a lot of damage to me, though.
I don't want to reset your heroic strike. Like, I'll kill you with this next one probably, because it says, yep, 1,500 right now. At 98.
Ah.
See if I can do it. There.
He's like, oh no. It doesn't have a very large hit radius, though. Cause
No, it's kinda like a
see
length-
you, and I kind of.
Wise. Oops. I looked at the other
Alright,
screen
so-
for a second. So that's not too bad, though. I mean, that hit for 1,500 on those minions with it that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a lengthwise Chromie W. Should we try to do the,
Then here, I'll reset to Twin Blades. All right.
so how much health do you have with that? I don't think you really lose anything,
Well,
right?
hold on. Let me set team level to level 10.
Yeah, because we're kind of scaling up above it.
Choose a
I reset you.
Yeah.
talent.
Boop.
That seems.
Reset
Boop.
my towers.
Choose
Yeah.
a talent.
I get 3122 base. So Colossus Smash actually sacrifices a lot of health at level 10.
Yeah, what is that, like 300? Even from
Yeah.
Twin Blade?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty decent. So, alright. We're back, reset. We're just trying all three of the different builds for variants since it makes more sense to do that with health pools.
Mm-hmm.
Since you kind of get a good view of what kind of heroes it'd be like.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, mages, you're just going to kind of chunk out anyway.
So that's baseline again. So,
It did about 700.
yeah, like 10% of your HP, roughly.
Which, again, on an ult, doing 700 damage is
Baseline.
not terrible.
Too. Like, I was maybe normal damage amount being taken, and besides being perfectly in the fight. 10 seconds. 700. 800. Nice, that helped chunk it down. So I'm just over 50% right now.
It's a good chunk.
Yeah.
It didn't. I wasn't looking at the number, so, but it did.
It was like 9 to 800. Only thing about Twin Blade
Alright.
Variant is he's fast compared to the other specs. Alright, let's do Thrall now. Let's go do...
I think I can just end it.
Yeah, probably end it and go back to lobby.
I hit quit. It didn't let me do it. Like, it was just like resume game settings, quit. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so you have to quit unless you win.
Okay. Did you quit too?
Yeah. Oh,
Alright.
apparently it made me rejoin because I clicked rejoin. Quiet. That's weird. There should be a quit to lobby button. That'd be nice. All right. So now, no,
Okay,
don't rejoin.
great
Alright.
games.
Add me. So now we're gonna do a quick test on the new Thrall sustain. We can both play Thrall this time, so we can kind of just test it back and forth.
Actually, so that's why. Once again, I'll just pick. Let's pick variant because then I can just heal off of minions if that's the case.
That's true.
Okay.
Zerp.
Put you on team.
So this time, Thrall got a change on one of his.
I don't think I want him. Nope, I don't. Okay.
So Thrall got a change on his level 4 talent, rather. So now it grants 3 stacks of Frost Resilience and 2 stacks of feral. Whoa!
Yeah,
that's like a super buff. I thought it got rid of that. Oh, baby.
No, you didn't read.
I didn't read all of it. I was at work, so it's my fault. But okay, so this talent is basically broken at this point.
Like, why do you think I said OMG thrall buffs?
Yeah. So that's basically broken. His baseline sustain went up here at it does 223. I think it was like hold on. Patch notes. Come to me. Heroes news. Shoot. So we are looking at Thrall. So it went from 210 to 223. That's actually that's meaningful. That's actually kind of nice.
yourself a battle, hero.
So we just need to get to 7.
Oh, boop.
So let's see what else is there. Level 1 mana return, Rolling Thunder. They upped the mana return on the non-Q or non-questing talent. Spear resilience, cooldown reduction per stack is increased from 5 to 8. So that's actually kind of really nice.
Choose a talent.
Level.
4.
Also, I gave you power.
Yeah, I have the power. He-Man.
Echo of Medivh cheats.
So, I think baseline you still want to go Echo of the Elements. But the big change is this bad boy right here. So this is Feral Resilience granting 3 False Wolf Resilience. And then it still grants you the Resilience, which is armor block.
Talent.
That's crazy. Being able to stack your Resilience more often with a larger heal buff is ridiculous. So right now, if I just do this, I miss, of course. Oh no,
You hit me.
I got
Or-
3.
I did.
It's not gonna do a ton of damage. So that's already 2 charges right there. And then I hit him again. That's another heal. And I hit him again. Another heal. Like, they're all gonna be able to solo lane so easily.
Why do you think I said that?
Look at this. I haven't even picked my 4-7 talent. And you're already like, I mean, you're obviously not trying to counterplay me, but I've taken 10% of my HP while not weaving my abilities. So now, this leads me to believe 2 things. You're more actually able to go Ancestral Wrath now, and you can also do Follow Through to be even more of a bruiser. So if I decide to do Ancestral Wrath, and I'll just go Earthquake for burst comp, and I decide to fight into this, so Varian, he has a lot of self-healing as well. But if I'm doing this right, we should end up roughly the same.
Well, I stopped attacking you, but
We're really close, though.
well,
Like,
I completely stopped. I completely stopped attacking you, but it was close. I mean,
I was
the
waiting to
best
see where my health went, though, with the
Yeah.
to do this under as the burst savior, because I'd done all of my abilities. You attack obviously faster than I do.
Yeah. So let me go
That's
against like
solid
a.
heal. So that's 2 abilities right there, and I'm
Reset
back
the-
at full HP.
Oh damn! I didn't even notice.
I used my Q and my W, and I was at full HP. Alright, so I got my level 7 talent, and Zerp, you're dead.
Hero.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, shield barrier OP!
I timed it.
I know, it was the point. So that was my level, the Ancestral Wrath, the Venom, the characterizing Venom. That might kill you.
Nope.
It was close. Dang, you heal for a decent amount. Ooh, ooh. Zerp. Doggo. Come for you. Heal. Easy the desert there, mother. Oh, dang it! You saw it coming. Derp. Oh. So far, majority of them. Oh. That like, I don't know. Like I said, the majority of them are, but I don't know.
Varian is still Varian. He's still very
Yeah.
strong.
I mean, Varian is just, he just attacks so fast compared to most heroes.
Yeah. Here, I'll reset talents then.
I mean, even that snap pick right there, that was crazy. Like, you don't even like show positioning just because of how fast he is. Let's see. So now if I were to go follow through, let's see how that goes.
Choose a talent.
So if I do that, do this.
Make sure you
follow
set
through.
your talent
Seems generous.
12.
All right.
Sorry. That's my bad.
This reset team level to 12.
Choose a
Ah,
talent.
poo. Sends me all the way back. Do the same thing.
Choose a talent.
Doot.
Choose
And
a
doot.
talent.
And we'll still go Sundering. Obviously, if you wanted to go more sustaining, you would do Earthquake. If you're just trying to be that bruiser. But that's okay. Alright. So the idea of this build is as a solo lane follow through allows you to weave your abilities with auto attacks a little bit more. He's now tank variant, so that's the thing. So I'm just gonna get kited into him. There's one. That's two. And then Wind Fury. So far, with his reduced attack speed, he's not doing that much to me.
Oh.
And then another route.
Now I would get back because I'm also in your
Yeah,
in your wave.
so you're in the wave
but
too.
That's
so
pretty good against tank variant. Like that's
That's solid. That's pretty solid. I mean, I only lost about half of my HP there with follow through. I mean, if you're tank variant, let me do this. The other one, the one with the percentage health poison,
Okay.
because that'll be a little bit more.
Choose a talent.
Most people go with the reduced cooldown on the parry stuff. Like they don't go the actual second wind heal, which I think would have been better in bruiser fights.
Definitely,
So.
yeah. I need to stack up 8 prosperous resilience. Heal. Minions, die! Whoops.
Oh no, you hit. It's fine.
Wasn't expecting to hit you.
I also will heal up on minions. Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta do this there. And 4 more. I mean, having that consistent of a stack, like just getting 3 right there off the bat, is really, really nice. Alright, we're both 13 now.
So I've got 2,700 health. How much do you have right now?
Right now, I have 2977.
So like, let me just see. Like, watch. Like, this is what probably if you're like laning, you probably don't have perfect health. Like, hold on, watch. Let me just do some stuff real quick.
Yeah, I don't want to
So
attacking you.
So I'm a Varian. Like, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go get this thrall. He's at like half health. All right, so like, I'm coming in hard. Taunt, and then I do all this. I'll
And
parry
then
something.
I use my roots, try to get away.
This.
I turn around.
this.
Hopefully,
I mean,
like we're really
well, I mean-
even right now. Zerp.
Ah.
But now the tower has no ammo. So we're
So
basically.
again, it's at like a Varian who's pretty high health as tank Varian. Who
And I was already like
went through-
10%
I went through
done.
all my cooldowns. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
There. So that's my
Obviously,
self-healing
like-
there too. That was that. And you kind of taunted me at the worst possible time you could have.
No.
Can I? Nope. See, they reduced range on the lightning. There you go. So I got it there. But you weren't really fully disengaging because you weren't sure what the
I
range
wasn't.
was.
I was just. I wanted to kill you. Which again, also is a real thing.
It is a real thing. I mean, you saw how much I healed off of you by using Ancestral Wrath there. Like that's a
lot.
yeah, because it heals for. Let's see. It says 15% of the health, and then healing Thrall for 150% of the damage dealt. So obviously against like a tank Varian, that's awesome. So that's Thrall. So far, those changes for Thrall open up his build diversity quite a bit, and kind of incentivize him either in playing that's hyper sustain or even in the bruiser role, because you're more actively stacking things up with your
Nope,
trait.
not solo league. Invite.
So that's super cool. The other buffs or tweaks, to go over them really quick. We got, let's hold on before we queue up over here. Let me
Oh,
put
it's gonna be a
this-
queue for like 5 minutes anyway. So
Yeah. Oops, that's the wrong one. Boop.
just throw us in queue.
So we got over here, but first I shall click the button. Click. We have all of these changes. So there's changes to Malthael, Genji, Thrall, Zul'jin, Zeratul, Medivh, Pobius, Brightwing, Lucio, Tassadar, Uther, Dahaka Diva. No major reworks. These are all just tweaks. First up is Genji of the notables. These are just kind of nerfs and things. to
First up is
baseline.
Genji of the Notables. Sounds like a clan name.
It does sound like a clan thing. Increase the dodge cooldown to 12 seconds. Damage dealt on Dragon Claw went up, but the damage required was reduced. That's just a better pick rate on the talent. Sure can master
Yeah.
damage reduction because
Which
that's
I always liked that talent, but it did feel it was a little.
you just need to
difficult
block
pull
so
off.
much damage before it's usable.
Yeah. Bye, kitty.
And then Malthael, increased cooldown to Tormented Souls, or increased cooldown.
Yeah.
Throwing
All these
Shade.
things are
So these are all just like buffing certain
quality
talents
of
that
life
weren't
talent
being
and slight
used,
nerfing.
and
It's just minor tweaks. They're not just nerfing them to the core, which I like. Which
No, yeah.
again shows them that they're not being gut like.
They're not
Oh my god!
heavy-handed.
Everyone just picked L and that's it.
yeah. Thrall, we kind of talked about most of these. The mana talent is meh. It's kind of whatever. I still think that the dual charges is better. Spirit Shield, I actually like that a lot. That might be better now with the sustain, unless you still want to go the Wind Fury talent. I think that might be still just as good. And then Wind Rush, they just increased the cooldown by 10 more seconds, which is fair for the talent. I think that talent's really strong regardless. And probably the go-to. Zeratul Death Sentence got a slight nerf. I think that's probably for high-end play, not for mid-range. Zul'jin also got an Ensnare, which is kind of whatever on that end. Minor buff. Range increased to 10. It was 7.8. Cooldown reduction, that's nice though. And then duration is 3 seconds. So, I don't know. That might be a thing if your team is locked down, like has no lockdown, or you have a particular target you want to go after. But, I don't know. It's a little bit slow of a range. Level 7, Raven Familiar is weird. I don't even know what that talent is off the top of my head. Pilot Overcharge, that's kind of whatever as well. It's nice to see changes to Brightwing. So as a resident support player, Brian hates Brightwing. But what they did is they changed her E, so now it is move speed duration increased reduced from 4 to 3, so it's kind of cool, lame-ish. But the new functionality, Spell Armor for 3 seconds, to give her a reason to go be using the spellcasters, because Brightwing used to be the anti-melee caster or healer with polymorph, but she still is that. So now they added just some other supporting roles, and then her 13 talent got shifted to physical armor. So it's kind of cool. Lucio finally received changes to open up his other talents on reverse amp and bring it together, which I think is good, because it gives the playing potential on the power of the player rather than just baseline, which is nice. And then Tassadar, his plasma shield lifesteal amount was reduced, which is good because that was just really, really annoying to play into. This Kandarian Residence, this level 1 talent for the Q quest, is a big issue for them. They keep changing this talent to make people want to pick it, and they've reduced the talent for the auto attack to not be as ridiculous, and they've also reduced the Q absorb, or the healing lifesteal. And then Uther got quality of life changes to make certain talents better, all of his E talents for the most part, and then Benediction got a nerf, and so did Guardian Meiji Kings. Both wonderful, I think, because of just how good Uther is in general. And as they said too in the note, is that it was part of the main thing there. Let's see, what else? Diva got reductions in Mac health and damage, and then nitrous damage. Basically, just trying to remove some damage from the mech because it was just so annoying and pokey. Dahaka, more nerfs, basic attack damage. His Burrow, 60 seconds now instead of 50. And then Ferocious Stalker, one of the other W talents that was used in the speed build, has changed to now only be active for the Brush Stalker. So it's solidifying it into the role more and more. Other than that, that's about it. Kind of just quality of life things, I would say. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see what the next big patch is. Who's getting the next full rework? So, what I'm going to do right now, because that was PTR, patch notes, tests, and stuff and things, I'm going to close this out and then restart the stream in about 5 minutes while we wait for this queue anyways. Alright, so thanks for joining on that part of the segment. Let me put my face. So thanks for joining for this part, and then I'll come back in about 5 minutes, and we'll get going with this Team League stuff. See you in a bit.